Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy, the Beanie Boy, not Dave Meltzer, but your fave Meltzer, the South African Wrestling Observer. Welcome back to yet another Stomp Wrestling video. As you can see, I've got the entire crew with me and the special guest all the way from Norwich, England. Ladies and gentlemen, Stu Matos. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. As you can see, I've got Mr. MKM Wrestling. I've got Mr. MPKH, filtered and unfiltered. Maybe it's not even him. I think because we're talking NXT, he's going to be a bit filtered. Boo. Yeah. And I've got Mr. No Days Off, Mr. WrestleDrop himself. So as you can see from the title of the video, we are talking Worlds Collide. We are talking NXT UK RIP versus NXT 2.0 coming together for a lot of unification matches. But without further ado, without wasting any more time, over to Mr. WrestleDrop with the wrestling card.
Alright, so let's start with arguably match of the night, which I think we're all going to say is match of the night. Carmelo Hayes versus Ricochet. What are we saying? What are we saying? Who's winning?
Oh, don't miss.
And it is for the North American Championship. Sorry, just want to put that out there.
Winning this.
I think, yeah.
This.
Hayes has to win. Carmelo Hayes has to win. It'll be big for him. It'll really boost his, even if it's a Trick Williams interference, not a complete interference, you know, like not something overboard.
Hopefully not.
Just like grab Ricochet's leg or something along those lines. I'm fine with that. And then Carmelo Hayes getting the win and in just putting him up against like a whole new level. That's what I'm thinking.
Most definitely. And what better way to establish yourself as in the name of the NXT North American Champions than by beating a former NXT North American champion in Ricochet, who's tremendous, incredible. So yeah, I love Carmelo Hayes. I'm a big fan of him, as you guys can tell. So I'm gonna say Melo is winning because Melo don't miss. Yeah,
sure.
What else we saying?
I'm gonna be the one, and I'm gonna go for the one and only.
And then what happens to Melo? What happens to Melo?
Melo can move up. That's
up to
fine,
main roster or up to the NXT title?
I'd stick him on the main roster for his charisma, and I think he can do a lot. He can do a lot on there. I think putting the title on Ricochet means that it's still a big thing, and NXT can kind of be like still seen as quite big because you've got someone like Ricochet as a champion.
Yeah, I could see it.
It's a different gold era.
And
it's freezing.
I don't want to be negative, but I think Carmelo would be a very small fish in a big pond on the main roster.
Right now.
I feel like he's in his element at 2.0, and I feel like if you're pushing him up, you're pushing him up to the NXT Championship.
How long do you leave him as in NXT? If he's good enough, he can make the step up.
what's going on?
I think you give him a NXT title run first.
Yeah.
A long-winded NXT title run.
Yeah, because I'm not sure about long-winded. I mean, just give it to him for the statistic and for the big championship push. But I feel like someone who could have been given the NXT championship and was not, and now is floundering in the main roster. Not floundering, but is not establishing himself the way he was in NXT is Pete Dunne. I feel like if you had given Pete Dunne a few months with the NXT championship, he wouldn't be in the position that he's in. And obviously that's Vince McMahon's fault.
Or just let Pete Dunne go up to the main roster as Pete Dunne, not as Butch.
My point is
Right.
Watch SmackDown this week, that's all I'm saying. Anyway. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure something is coming. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
My point is I don't want a star like Carmelo to be floundering on the main roster.
Nah, not yet. Wait for a gap where there's a time for him. I don't see any gaps for him in the mid-card title. I don't see any gaps for him in the world title right now. So
he's definitely not going over Gunther. He's definitely not going over Lashley.
Exactly.
So
And
keep
if
him down for a bit.
and even if you were to go over one of those two, there's other people in the card right now. Okay, Theory's obviously got the money in the bank, but Theory, Gargano's new, Ricochet himself. There's a couple names. There's Sammy. There's Kevin Owens. There's Riddle. There's a lot of names that I think could benefit from an IC title run or a US title run if they're not in the main title picture.
For sure. Like Melo doesn't need to be rushed into the scene just too quickly. He can stay on NXT for like say a few months, and then once Triple H gives him the green light, shop. It's all in.
Okay, so next up we got the Creed brothers versus Brooks Jensen, Josh Briggs, Mark Coffey, Wolfgang, and Pretty Deadly. A shit ton of names. That took me about 3 takes. So who are we saying is winning this? It's also in the elimination tag match to unify the titles.
Oh, I feel like that match is gonna be dope. Not gonna lie. So I'm gonna say, the Creed brothers.
Yeah.
Creed brothers.
The Creed brothers.
They caught my eye since they got into NXT 2.0, and they're my favorite tag team in that company right now. So yeah, I'm gonna say the Creed brothers.
Yeah, for sure. I put Pretty Deadly win though, because they've held both titles.
I'm feeling Pretty Deadly for this one.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't establish themselves as well in NXT 2.0, but we know what they did in UK, and I feel like they would be what we call a middleman to bring both those titles into one and carry them with relevance. So
especially
really
because we've seen,
and they're a good tag team.
Especially because we've seen them on NXT 2.0 as well.
Yeah,
they've held the title there.
Yeah,
and I think Roderick Strong could cost the Creeds and get them eliminated somehow, accidentally. You know, like not intentionally, but he does it, but intentionally. If you get what I'm saying. So I'm thinking Pretty Deadly could actually take the win.
I think so.
I really wouldn't mind it. I really wouldn't, because like you said, they didn't do much on NXT 2.0, but they did dominate NXT UK. So I wouldn't mind. But I'm going with Creed brothers on this one.
Sure.
What do you guys
say?
Well, me and Mr. Filtered Unfiltered disagreed on Ricochet and Mello, but I'm going to go the Creed brothers with this as well. I've got your back with this. I think I'd have them though.
Yes, sir.
I just want the Creed brothers to go to the main roster. I put a tweet out saying, put them on the main roster, put them with Gable, and let's run Team Angle again, but with these 3 guys. That's what I'm saying. But Gable I know it's not going to happen.
Gable. Creed brothers.
I think
Chad Gable, bro. Oh my God.
I think with that,
success right there.
That would be a great reason for them to drop the title. I think that would be best case scenario. We know it's likely not going to happen, but Triple H is at the realm, so we never know. And one thing, I don't know how, but those NXT UK Tag Team Championships are the best Tag Team Championships there are right now. If they could keep that design, my God.
They should just get a new design totally for all the titles. Just new design. With like a combination of the titles, if that makes sense. A little bit from each.
Plus, Triple H wants to revamp all of the titles, so
I'm here for it. Okay, so we kind of split there. Some of us are Creed brothers, and some of us are Pretty Deadly.
Yes.
Cool.
Creed brothers all the way.
Okay, so it's only me and you, Sicelo, that are Pretty Deadly. So
that's fine.
We'll run with it. It's okay. So next up, we got Katana Chance, Kaden Carter versus Dewdrop and Nikki ASH. What are we saying? Do Dewdrop and Nikki ASH win?
No.
KC,
Kaden, no.
Gotta keep belts.
No.
Wait.
KC, they fine. They will win this match.
I have been waiting for those two to win those tag titles, and I'm not gonna see them lose. No, don't.
But what if? This is just like me playing devil's advocate. Oh, never mind. If Katana Chance, Kaden Carter lose, go up to the main roster, start dealing with that tag team scene, and Dewdrop and Nikki ASH just run it down here for us for a bit, establish themselves as an actual tag team, so that when they come back, they're a tag team. What are you guys saying about that?
My thing is, if Kaden Carter and Casey go up, that's just another tag team that can be buried. Because we know that Sasha Banks and Naomi...
Vincent McMahon's not there anymore, Musao.
What?
You forgot. Mr. McMahon's not there anymore. He's not there.
My point is, listen to me. My point is, whoever holds the tag team championships on the main roster is keeping them warm for Sasha Banks and Naomi. And so, already we're seeing Io Sky and Dakota Kai losing under controversial fashion. If we see Kaden Carter and Casey go up, that's just another team that's going to be buried by whoever's keeping the championships warm. On another point, Nikki ASH needs to drop her gimmick. And so you can't put a championship on her with that horrible ass gimmick.
Yeah, they both
she needs to go back to...
They both need to drop their gimmicks. Both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
so
go back to being Pat Devlin. Nikki ASH go back to being Nikki Cross. Please.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Exactly. So you can't put championships on them.
No, okay, I agree. So we all say Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
Yes,
Yeah. Kaden Carter.
Cool. So next up we got Mandy Rose versus Miko Satomura and Blair Davenport for the NXT and the NXT UK Women's Championship. I'm looking forward to this match, to be honest.
It's gonna be
I think it's gonna be a sleeper as well for match of the night.
Yeah.
We've got 3 matches that are potentially matches of the night, so I think this could be one of them. Because Mandy Rose is underrated in the ring. She's improved so much in NXT.
This NXT run has been really good for her.
It's been so good, character-wise and in-ring wise. She's improved so much.
yeah.
Because Satomura, we know she's a living legend, and Blair Davenport can go as well. So, what are we saying here? Who's winning? This one's quite tough.
In my opinion, I feel like if you want to establish Mandy Rose as one of the best NXT Women's Champions of all time, why not give her belts?
Well, I have this to say, because there's talks that, or there was rumors that Toxic Attraction were meant to win the titles, the NXT, the women's tag titles. So were they going to win, Mandy lose, and Mandy go up? So could Mandy lose, and then they go away for a bit, Gigi recovers, and then go to the main roster? Could that happen?
Yeah, I can definitely see it. I can see it, but I don't think Mandy will take the pin or tap out. If they want to give either belts to either woman in that match, so I wouldn't be mind that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was to say this one I'm gonna fly the flag with this one for the Brits, and I'm gonna go that they'll put it on Blair to take this one for the reason Mandy's established enough. Like we've said, she could go to the main roster of Toxic Attraction. She doesn't need a title for that, and I think that the whole point of like NXT 2.0, this new one, was to build, keep building stars for the future. I think that's what we'll see with Blair, so I'm going to go for her to win it.
Yeah.
But Mandy won't take the pin.
Yeah.
I think we can establish that Miko won't be winning, though.
She'll take the pin.
Yeah,
Miko will take the pin.
Yeah. Because I don't think she wants to work in America either. She's based in England, as far as I understand. So, I think she's going to be staying there. So, what are we saying? Sicelo, you wanted to make a point. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I feel like as I'm hearing you guys speak, I'm backing Mandy for this one. But as I'm hearing you guys speak, I realize now that the mission with Mandy has been accomplished. And I feel like there are more feelings to be broken with Blair than there are with Mandy in NXT. So, now that I think about it, Mandy can go back to the main roster and become a threat. Yeah, put the championships on Blair. and let's see what
Yeah,
she can do. My point was going to be that I'm not convinced with her, especially as champ just yet. But I feel like if she is being poised to be the next big thing in NXT's women's division, then fire the trigger.
Yeah,
Pull
throw in
the
the deep
trigger
end.
and let's see where it goes.
Same.
Yeah.
Because who beats
Now that-
Mandy? Who beats Mandy if she wins?
Yeah.
Thereafter,
Yeah.
who beats her?
Yeah.
We've gone through
No.
Wendy Chu. We've gone through. The only other person I can think of is Cora Jade, but they're both heels, so I don't see it.
Uh-huh.
So,
But yeah.
unless Roxanne gets her rematch without Cora interfering, I wouldn't mind that. But I don't see anybody else beating Mandy.
Yeah, me too.
So this might
But
be
yeah.
the chance to put it on someone in a triple threat match where she doesn't take the pin.
Mhm. Yeah, now that I think about it, Mandy is definitely ready to go back to the main roster. So
Yeah. Yeah.
So Blair Davenport can win it. Like Sicelo said, if you want to establish her as the next big woman star, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for
And-
it, yeah.
So
Cool.
Blair.
So, let's move on to the main event. Brom Baker versus Tyler Bate, which I am so ready for this match. Because I think their clash of styles will suit them perfectly. Well, it's not really a clash of styles, but their different styles will suit them.
Yeah.
Tyler Bates is just world class. We know this. I mean, if you look at his matches with Walter, with Pete Dunne, with whoever, it's just top class. So who you guys saying?
Breaker.
I really, and I can't stress this enough, really want it to be Tyler Bate, but the PR machine is going to be Brom Breaker, and they're going to keep it on him for now. I think. I don't think they'll move him up just yet to the main roster, so I think they'll keep it. They'll keep the title on him.
Yeah, I'm torn. I want Tyler Bate to win, and I want Bron to go up, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Well, I'd say Tyler can win this match, but I wouldn't mind if Braun Breaker wins, because I recently started watching some of his stuff, and yeah, he's actually credible. But in my opinion, I don't think they're gonna want to put Braun Breaker on the main roster just yet.
Yeah, it's the same with I think we
Agreed.
mentioned it earlier with Carmelo Hayes. There isn't really a gap for him right now. That's the way I see
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So keeping them down there. Yeah.
Hence my question would have been, if you do take Braun up, where do you put him? Because there's a lot going on the main roster. I mean, Triple H is making returns almost every week. We are seeing new stars being given proper TV time. And I mean, I say that to say this. Not Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate. For those who do not know him, he is more than capable of carrying the world champion in NXT.
More than
is-
capable.
Agreed.
Capable. But because he's been in UK for so long, the American and the rest of the WWE universe who isn't watching that product wouldn't know that. And so I don't think they'd
Agreed.
take the risk. I don't think they'd take the risk to put the title on Bate, even though he could carry it, because people tune into NXT to watch Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes. So
Question, sorry. I know I'm interrupting you,
Yeah.
but this just popped into my head. Has he won the title on NXT UK TV yet? Because I know it's on delayed tape. Or is
I
he
don't
gonna
know if he has.
or is
I
he
don't
gonna
know.
unify the titles before he's won the title?
he's
That's
won
what's
the-
happening. Yeah. Is that what's happening?
but
Here?
I mean, we know now that he has the title.
Yeah, but
So
still though,
yeah.
it's kind of crap. But anyway.
it's like watching wrestling on ETV. That's what's happening now. That's what's happening now. But on the point of who's going over, I think, like you're saying, the PR machine wants it to be Braun, and so it will be Braun. But you could make a case for, and I'm going to advocate for Tyler Bate for as long as he is fighting for that championship, because
Agreed.
he's brilliant. He's
Agreed.
brilliant.
So this is what I want to see. Give me Tyler Bate winning. Give me Braun going to the main roster. And then straight away give me Braun versus Gunther. That's what I want. Because I think that'll be a crazy match. And then there's a spot for him. Because at the same hand, I just thought about it like while we were talking. There's a lack of faces, big name faces in WWE, especially with Cody.
Yeah, agreed.
So Braun could be pushed into a big spot as a face.
Actually, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't mind that, really.
The only thing that they have to be careful of is that they don't go down, like, they don't make Brom Breaker like a 2014 version of Roman Reigns, where they just push everything down your throat and the fans turn on him because of that.
That's why I'm saying go for the IC title first. Have a run with the IC title. Become an organic face.
I think the difference. I
would say. Yeah, go on.
I think the difference between what Roman Reigns was doing back in 2014 and Braun Breaker now is that Roman, when the Shield broke up, Roman really was destined to be the next big thing, but the fans didn't believe it.
Agreed.
And that was based on his character work, his wrestling, and his awful mic skills at the time. Oh my god.
He was the third best Shield member at the time. Let's be honest.
Agreed.
So they pushed the wrong Shield member. That's
But like we've seen over the years in Roman's case, he's improved a lot, really. And he's known as the best heel in the business right now. But I think with Triple H, he definitely doesn't want to make the same mistake that Vince made with Roman. He really
And to be honest, there's other names to take that spot for now. Like Cody when he comes back, like Drew McIntyre. There's enough big faces, as in the top star, to take that place. So you could slowly build Braun.
Slow build for Braun,
Yeah, hence I was going to say that if you do Braun versus Gunther, then it shouldn't be for the IC championship. They should just have a one-on-one feud and just beat the crap out of each other, and that's where you establish Braun. Because I don't want Braun to be Drew McIntyre in 20 whatever the hell, when he got there and just won the Intercontinental Championship. So this goes back to our Clash at the Castle predictions. If Sheamus can go over Gunther and they feud for a few weeks, then Braun goes up and starts something with Gunther, I think that would be perfect for everyone. For everyone.
Yeah,
I could see it.
But Braun is destined to succeed in WWE.
Sure.
Agreed. 100%.
It's no secret that he's going to be the face of the company after Roman Reigns. It's no secret.
For sure. Okay, so let's go around. Who's saying Braun? Who's saying Tyler Bate? Sicelo, what you saying?
My mind is telling me Braun. My heart is saying Tyler.
Okay.
So, mind over matter, I think Braun Breaker.
Stu, what you saying?
Yeah, I'm very, very much the same. I'd love it to be Tyler Bate, but I'm going to go Braun as well.
MPKH, what you saying?
Tyler Bate.
Okay. Just straight Tyler Bate. No sitting on the fence like these guys.
I'm being straightforward. Okay. I think Braun, if they really want to put him on the main roster and they have plans for him, go ahead. No problem. Tyler Bate for me.
Mulalo, what you saying?
Braun Breaker.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Just
so I'm saying Tyler Bate. So we got 2 definite Tyler Bates, 1 Braun Breaker, and 2 guys that don't know what they want. Okay. So
that's the joys of being a pro.
That's the joys of wrestling. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with
it. What's going to happen.
Yeah,
and we love it.
Exactly.
Love it.
Cool. Sicelo, outro us, please.
Yeah. So I think the real entertainment comes after the pay-per-view, when we look back at these predictions and we kick ourselves or either pat ourselves on the back, depending on who we said would win and if they actually did. But that's it from us. If you did enjoy this video, please let us know in the comments below. If you think we spoke crap during the video, please leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you think that Carmelo Hayes versus Ricochet is going to be match of the night, Put it in the comments saying North American Championship rocks. Anyway, it has been the Stomp Boys once again coming through with a banging video. If you liked it, stomp that like button. If you're not subscribed, stomp on that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified every time your Stomp Boys are in town, stomp that bell icon. From myself, the Beanie Boy, the South African Wrestling Observer, from Mr. No Days Off, WrestleDrop himself, from Mr. MPKH, and from Mr. Mulalo MKM Wrestling, and of course, from the son of the UK, Mr. Stu Matos. It has just been too sweet.